And what is
All
going
right.
on?
Let me share this real quick.
Yeah, that'd be helpful, wouldn't it? Tell people we're alive and we're here.
Yes. You always accuse me of texting. Like, I'm not texting, I'm sharing.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go to my YouTube page. I'm gonna go to the old YouTuber page and click on said link of my live show.
What do you want me? You want me?
No, because I'm the old YouTuber page. Yeah, the echo of me, because I'm being lazy. And
Right, there it is.
yeah, you too. What's
right.
on your mind, Robert? Here,
what's on your mind, Robert? Well, we went through all this. Supreme Court got denied there. Electoral college vote for Biden. Biden should be the president, but yet still go to his Twitter. I don't think this guy's gonna leave like voluntarily.
No,
I don't.
he's gonna. They're gonna.
At this point, I think they're gonna have to drag him out. It's
Yeah.
gonna be like a fucking some kind of weird, the most weird ending to a bizarre reality TV show you ever seen.
So there was some guy who didn't pay his taxes during the Roosevelt administration, and he refused to leave his office. So they sent the feds to come in there and just drag him, and they carried him out in his office chair. There's a picture of this guy, like one of these J.P. Morgan fucks, and they just drag him out. Hey, Rich.
Right, but he's not the president of the United States.
No. Imagine
like, they drug the assistant secretary of Treasury or something out of the office. Like this, that's not quite the same.
So you're gonna get President. Oh my God, I gotta get used to the name. Biden going. Excuse me, Trump. You're fired. I said it. Kamala. It's Kamala. Close enough. Close enough. Now go wait in the back of the room. Like you had to wait on that bus.
I noticed that they're all back up on his son now.
Of course they are. They need something.
Like his son was such a big deal, and then it was gone. What during the election, they just swept that under the rug. And then now that they lost, they just lifted the rug and brought it back out.
Oh yeah. That's the go-to.
Like, oh, remember that thing we swept under the rug? Yeah, get that back out. We're gonna need that.
Wait a minute.
Hunter Biden.
Little Hunter Biden. Remember that thing you did that I probably did too?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, are they really?
There we go. Hold on a second. I'm centered now.
I just can't believe that these roads they go down.
It's
like
whatever.
These people have done exactly the same thing as whatever they're accusing him of doing. Not that it's right. I'm not saying that. I'm not taking
Bruce,
up for the guy.
When you were a kid, did you ever play with spin art?
But I'm saying if you're gonna call people out, call them out. The same.
Jason says, "Do you believe in democracy?" So here's the thing, Jason. Yeah, I believe in democracy. I believe that the country did not vote for Joe Biden. They voted to get Donald Trump the fuck out of office.
Right. That's what he doesn't get.
It's over. I don't want to keep talking about this. He's done. Hello, Susie. I'm gonna tell you, and I do my hokey Trump impersonation, but I met the guy, and his brain and his level of depth is about as thin as the varnish on this table. That's about as deep as he can go in any one thing. He's done a few things, but any pluses he's ever had in his administration, I'm pretty certain that he got there because other people twisted his arms to do it. They released a black woman who was from prison, who was put there for 20 years for dealing weed.
Did you catch that one? Wait,
yeah, but they had to do that because Kanye West and what's her name?
No, but listen. This is what I was getting ready to say to you. Did you catch that when Kim Kardashian went to the White House the first time?
Yes,
he was like, "Oh yes," he gave her what she wanted.
Not this time.
Then she went back and was like, "Please don't kill this black guy," and he was like, "Fuck off."
because it doesn't benefit him anymore.
And he went, he just had the guy killed.
Yep.
We're like, well, he didn't listen to her then. It's like, he only listens to you when it's expedient for him, when he's going to get something out of it.
Well, we got a couple of guys trying to poke the bear. Will the economy go down with Biden? I think the economy is going to go down anyway because
there's COVID shit.
The COVID shit also because he gave a lot of handouts. He gave a tax welfare.
Have you seen the debt?
Oh, it's $1 trillion.
No, but I'm saying.
Yeah, it's like $3 trillion.
That's going to come around eventually.
So you mentioned something before the break. Let's switch gears. You mentioned that it's your birthday.
Not now.
Next week.
What
are you doing?
The 23rd.
We're never going to get rid of Susie's get rid of McConnell. We're never getting rid of him because
15,
Kentucky people.
8 days.
He's from Kentucky. He'll tell you they'll never get rid of McConnell.
Yes, if they didn't get rid of him this time, they'll never get rid of him.
They could have a guy. Let me explain this to you.
This is what I never understood about American politics. They just keep voting in these, like Lindsey Graham. Same thing. It's like the whole state of South Carolina was like, fuck Lindsey Graham. And Lindsey Graham went from Trump as a piece of shit to licking his nuts like overnight, which tells you that he's totally disingenuous piece of shit person.
Excuse me.
And yet, right, exactly. And yet they still vote for him.
No, Speaker. No, he's not.
Doesn't make any sense.
He's not Speaker of the House. I don't know if that's what you mean, Susie. He's not Speaker of the House. He's the head of the Senate.
Yeah, he's
Speaker of the House is Nancy Pelosi.
Right. He's the Senate Majority Leader.
Right.
Mitch McConnell. That's Hurdle.
No, we don't know karate. But
no karate.
I'm gonna put somebody on blast here. The guy who's trying to just throw out random topics. He's been trying to push me into getting into Tinder. And I quickly realized that Tinder only works if you pay $24.95 a month. Otherwise, you only get like 3 clicks a day, and that's it.
Jason.
Yeah.
He tried to get you on the Tinder?
Yeah, he did. He got me on there.
Tinder is funny.
And it's like, you have 11 likes. And then I click it, and it's like...
to see who likes you, upgrade to gold.
Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck you?
Yeah, they're always like, somebody likes you. And then you're like, oh, and then you click on it. It's like, upgrade to gold membership to see who likes you. Like, why do I gotta fucking pay to see who likes me?
Yeah. Hold on. Adam says, bro, we got you. If you want to hit me up on Zelle or Patreon.
Got you on what?
So I guess
you gonna pay for your Tinder?
They'll pay for my gold.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got 20 matches.
Right, exactly.
I would kill it.
But you gotta pay to see who they are.
All right, Rob would kill it on Tinder. Just says
N.
It just says N, and it's me licking. I think that's supposed to be me licking. I don't know if that's like
Tinder's weird. It's just like
let me tell you about
sexually attracted to this person.
No. So wait. So one person messaged me already, and her profile is that she was brutally assaulted by a midget and has back injuries because of it. And
wait, why did she have to throw in?
I don't know. It's in her profile. Her profile is that she was injured, and she has a.
No, maybe one thing to be like, I was injured in a sexual assault. Like, why does she have to go all the way in details to it? It was a midget.
Yeah.
Because I'm open-minded, I'll date anyone. It's like.
So it says. So Adam says that I've got a few. I killed it on Tinder, and I've got a few dates coming. All right.
Right.
Well, now I got to hit the gym because I read an article in the Times that if you only go to the gym like a couple times a week, it will trick your body into thinking that you're malnourished, and you'll start shoveling food down, and you'll eat more. So I got to go 6 days a week now.
Really?
Yeah, I believe that because I went to the gym and I was like starving the next 2 days, and I shoveled even more food down. So,
well, you don't have to eat every time you feel like you're hungry.
You forgot your muffin here.
That's a matter of self-control there, Rob. It's like, I'm hungry, but yet I shouldn't be. So.
I have a trick to self-control. If you feel like you're hungry and you want to control your appetite, take a soy sauce packet and wash your mouth out with soy sauce. The salt will this is true.
Just pour some salt packets in your mouth like that fucking vampire from Star Trek. It's like, give me the salt pills.
Oh yeah. No, but that will stop you from the salt.
You don't remember that one? The salt vampire that could look like anybody.
Leslie wants to. Yes, I
And
remember
so she
that.
looked like McCoy's old girlfriend. So at the end, he wouldn't kill her. Like it was killing Kirk. And
They
he
were
was
on the
like
desert
standing there.
planet. They were on the desert
And he was
planet.
like standing there, I can't. And Spock's like, kill him, Doctor. Kill him. He's killing the captain. And he's like, I can't do it. It's like, that's not your fucking woman, man.
Damn it. She's dead.
Can't you
Dr.
see what's
McCoy.
going on here? Like she's sucking the fucking life out of his face. Like, yes, but it's Barbara.
And of course it's Kirk. Kirk is like,
right. He's all overacting. No.
Bones, would you please kill
Right.
the vampire? Please, Bones.
I can't shoot Barbara. She's like,
But damn it, Jim, that's Barbara.
and then Spock grabs her. He's like, if this was Barbara, could I do this? He's like smacking the shit out of her. It's like,
Jesus Christ, you really like this episode. Fuck.
that's one of the best ones.
All right. No, best episode is Space Seed. Best episode is Space Seed with Ricardo Montalban.
No, that's a good one. I said one of the best. I didn't say the best.
Yeah, no, Ricardo. And
Definitely top 5 Star Trek episode, I think. The Salt Vampire one.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
No, the Squire of Gothos. Squire of Gothos.
Remember the
with
one
Trelane.
where they went to that planet and there was all these things that looked like fried eggs, and they fucking they'd go and they were like on the ceiling and shit, and they'd come off and they'd land on them and you don't remember that?
No, but hold on. We hold on.
Things look like eggs. They come right off the ceiling, and then they'd land on and they fucking shoot this venom into them.
Hold on. This is for Julia. I'm home from work now. I've got my gin and tonic to start the show. All right. Welcome, everybody.
Starting it.
Hey.
Welcome in, Julia, number 1 fan.
No.
I can't believe you don't remember that one.
With the eggs? I don't know.
No, there were like these little like amoeba looking things that were.
I remember the
were
ones
all over the ceiling.
I remember the ones where there's a lava creature that was.
Yeah, that one. And then Spock had to mind melt. Always like the pain.
Yes.
The pain.
I've got that toy. I've got that toy of Spock grabbing the creature.
Yeah.
And
Because it was like they had shot it with
phasers. And
yeah,
all sorts
whatever
of things
the
but-
drilling equipment that
Yeah.
they were mining with.
Yeah.
It was like the pain.
So they're talking about now they're going to try to redo Next Gen. They're going to try to revamp all these shows. I don't want to see that shit. I don't like all of that. It was done.
What do you think about all this these new Star Wars shows?
Love it because they're
wondering.
not remakes. They're
No, that's what I mean. They're
love it.
coming out with all these shows that are spin-offs.
great. They're going to do Obi-Wan Kenobi.
They're gonna try to recreate what they've got with the Mandalorian, but that's gonna be hard to do because when that.
Well, it's like The Walking Dead, and then you
They've
have
set
Fear
that
the Walking
standard
Dead.
up. I know, but the Mandalorian is really good. So like these other shows better be good, or they're just gonna be like,
Yeah, we'll see.
Bringing back Hayden Christensen
Jason, go eat my muffin. Jason wants to eat my muffin.
to be Darth Vader, but I'm like, all Darth Vader is a guy in a suit and James Earl Jones' voice.
Yeah, but no, they're gonna bring back Hayden Christensen.
What
So
are they gonna do when James Earl Jones isn't around?
Nah, but that's easy. That voice is easy. All you have to do is
It's not
do
that
this.
easy.
You
You can't just recreate James Earl Jones. man.
No, all you have to do is you're gonna have. This is exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna have Hayden Christensen in a Bacta tank, which is just a tank of water. So you'll have him in the tank of water, and he'll put his arms behind his back because he doesn't have any arms and he doesn't have any legs.
Right.
And the Bacta tank.
Stumpy Christensen.
And then every once in a while, they'll get the guy who plays Emperor to come out there. Do you remember Padme and
Right.
all of the hate
Right.
that she brought you? Please
Thing starts bubbling.
Bring it out.
The tank starts bubbling and boiling.
Bring the hate out of you and let it boil to the drop. Ah! And that's it. And that'll be every episode. And then every once in a while, they'll have who's the actor who played him recently? They'll have
Play who?
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Not the
Oh,
original.
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor. So every once in a while, Ewan McGregor will come out there and say some shitty, snotty crap and be like, well, I wish I could have done more. But unfortunately, Anakin shifted to the dark side. It had nothing to do that you were a snide piece of shit for his entire life.
You're also gonna find out finally, like when did he run to Tatooine? and live in that hut.
No, he did it right away.
And was that what this story? This
That was
show's gonna
immediately.
be?
No, that was
Him
yeah.
like coming
Excuse me.
out of the hut every now and then for some covert mission. Like, you know, how are they gonna write out of this hole?
On this episode, Obi-Wan Kenobi has a urinary tract infection.
Right, I'm just saying. The thing was, right, they killed all the Jedi. That's the story, right?
No.
They killed all the Jedi.
That's not the story.
And then he ran off.
The story
hid
was
at Tatooine.
all right. Hold on. Here. Let me fill you in the gaps. The story was by the end of episode 3 was that as far as we knew, there was Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and there was Vader and Palpatine. Then they did a cartoon movie, and they said it took place before episode 3. So Jack Attack says Obi-Wan transpotting crossover.
Right. Obi-Wan just went through a toilet. Like,
Oh, God. No, there was other Jedis, Bruce, and this gives you an opportunity to see
well, yeah, the chick that Rosario Dawson's playing,
Ahsoka
she was
Tano.
obviously still around.
Yeah. Well, she was drummed out. She quit the Jedi Order because she was framed for a crime she didn't commit.
Ah, see, I don't know.
So
all that.
she and there's other
I
Jedi.
didn't watch all these cartoons.
Well, no, it's not even that. There's video games. There's a whole bunch of content, and Disney has now been backtracking and incorporating all of that other content from different sources. So I'll give you an example. In all of the extended universe, there's a guy called Admiral Thrawn, a Chiss, which is a race of guys with blue skin, black pupils, and red eyes. You know, so red irises. And this guy was like the character. Everyone wanted to see him. He takes the Empire after Vader and Palpatine are gone, and he does all this shit, and they don't mention him at all. So now in The Mandalorian, everyone's like, oh, God. Any minute now, you're going to have Admiral Thrawn. No mention of him. Not yet. That's the one that people will drain their nutsack for. Ahsoka Tano was
really,
another one.
But they've already set up the main villain is the Breaking Bad dude.
I don't know.
Gus.
I didn't watch it.
Gus is the
I
villain.
haven't watched it.
Gus in space.
All right, don't fuck this up for me.
That's basically what he is.
I haven't watched it yet. I have not watched The Mandalorian.
You haven't seen any of it?
I saw one episode.
Oh, well, I'm just telling you, though. The guy from Breaking Bad.
Well, but
he's the Moff, Grand Moff.
I've never even seen Breaking Bad.
Oh, well.
Or
I'm just saying.
Or
Gus from Breaking Bad, who was the villain in Breaking
this
Bad.
guy from the show you
the
never
villain
saw.
in The Mandalorian, right? Exactly.
This guy from the show you never saw. The only time, you know what? I don't like AMC because AMC is the most violent programming, but there's no cursing. It's like I'm going to smash someone's head open with a fucking machine gun, but we won't curse when we do it.
Right.
This is AMC. We have fucking standards.
Right. He's like, gosh darn it.
Oh, is your wife pregnant? I'm going to rape your pregnant wife and then chop off your head in front of her. But I won't curse when I do it.
Exactly.
Because I am a gentleman.
Right. This is America. You know, you don't want your
American movie classics.
Well, he's hacking. He's like, we don't want your kids to be, you know.
Is Negan beating your husband's brains in?
Influenced by this dirty language whilst I'm fucking being violent as fuck, you know.
Is this a show about damn, which is just damn.
It's true. We've always been weird like that. It's like violence is okay, but goddamn, don't show that girl's titties. You know,
right.
Or you know, violence is okay, but don't use that button language.
Well, that's what I like about Star Trek Next Generation. They teetered on that line like Marina Sirtis. There was a couple of episodes where she was just horny for no reason.
Right.
And she just walks out with the titties and nipples just shooting out 9 miles. And you're like, well, now I know what her tits look like.
You mean Counselor Troy?
Yeah. Counselor Troy's titties were just out.
Well, I'd like to know what they look like.
I don't know now, though. You think
I don't know
Gravity?
about now, but I'm saying then.
What if, hold on now. I'm going to pose you a
For
question.
sure.
I'm going to pose a question to everyone out there. Somebody likes my hat. So you get to have sex with Marina Sirtis, and you can do whatever you want to her now. Whatever you want to her right now. She will, any position, they tie her up, anything, spit on her.
Right now, today.
Or 2020 Marina Sirtis.
Okay. I was going to say, you can't.
And you can get sloppy.
You can't go back.
You can get sloppy and just degrade the hell out of her, or have her degrade you, whatever you're into. If you wanted to dress up in a leather dominatrix outfit and step on your balls for like 3 hours, she's down for anything. Or missionary sex, and she has most of her clothes on, but it's 30 years ago. So you see nothing, just a hole. That's it.
Oh, man, that's...
So you're either fucking her and she's got...
either way, you're fucking her.
Yes, but I mean, this is about...
you don't get to play with any of the merchandise, is what you're saying.
No. The car's in the garage.
Right.
But that's it.
Right.
It's nighttime, you see nothing.
Right. You're like,
So you either get young Marina Sirtis fully clothed.
I don't know what she looks like now. So
or Gravity.
I guess I'd roll the dice and say,
Now?
Yeah, I mean.
Now. Okay.
Probably.
All right.
Because that doesn't sound like fun. She's all wrapped up, Reynolds wrap or something like that. It's like you can't fucking.
Julia says vanilla sex, no way. And thank you, Leslie, for complimenting my hat.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm saying it's no fun without the rest.
No, so there's no anything, no foreplay, no nothing.
Just jerk off.
But older Marina Sirtis, you can do anything you want to her.
I mean,
and she'd be like, Bruce.
She's probably bored. She hasn't done
everything
nothing.
Everything is still very
Several
tight.
years now. Like,
I'm ready. My husband just passed, and I'm ready to have an encounter with a comedian. Please, hold my breath.
She's all right, but who's really hot is that English chick who's in all the HBO stuff.
I don't know.
She was in Game of Thrones.
Oh,
the black-haired chick, the one that was Oberyn's girlfriend.
Hold on.
She was Luther's girlfriend. She was Luther's wife.
Hold on a second. Let's
see, she's still pretty, but she's old. I mean, you can tell she's old.
Yeah, she's
old. It's like,
But that's yeah. So here, let's do the before and after. So this on the left,
she still looks pretty good. She just
absolutely.
Old.
So on the left, they're fully clothed. I mean, if she's got a turtleneck on. And on the right is anything you want. Whereas here it's just vanilla. Hello, Mr. Balcha. It's like all right. We'll put that out there. So that's my question for today for people. If you want, you get the option for
Rob sexual bingo. He's always got some weird.
All right, everyone, let's find out if you want to play sexual
conditions
bingo.
That go along with your fucking shit.
Oh, so Julia says now. So Julia, now I'm going to give her credit. She doesn't have any neck waddle. There's no turkey neck going on. There's no turkey neck there. It's
she still looks. I said she still looks good. She's just old.
And that's her in the latest Star Trek. They globbed.
Oh, they brought her back.
Yeah, they brought her back for the latest Star Trek, and
that's one thing about if you're an actor, if you get a role on Star Trek or something,
you're there.
It's like they just bring you back forever. Like it's like role for life,
Not necessarily.
Almost.
All right, Balcha. Hello.
I'm saying you could be off for 10 years, not have nothing to do, and they just call you one day and be like, hey, we're rebooting this thing, and we got a job for you.
But they don't do that for everybody. There are certain actors they won't do that for. They will not do that for Will Wheaton, Wesley Crusher. They will not do that for Gates McFadden. They will not do that for
why? Why McFadden?
McFadden, Paramount hates her.
No, I guess it's about their personal relationships they have with these people or not. Or I don't know. Yeah. Why would they?
So
why her?
Hello, Wendy. Hello, Wendy from Las Vegas.
I could see Wes. What's his name?
Will Wheaton.
Yeah, Will Wheaton, because nobody really ever liked Will Wheaton. Everybody made fun of him all the time. Shit.
Oh, what the fuck, dude?
Everybody made fun of him.
Hold on a second. We're gonna clean this up with my Handy dandy Amway multi-purpose
Yeah,
wipes.
we have two. Stop fucking plugging your fucking pyramid scheme.
All right.
Hey, if you're interested in these wipes, Rob can get you a commission, and then you could work for Rob underneath.
All right. Now,
You got friends that might want these wipes.
so here's the thing. Now, yeah. Well, you're cleaning up the fucking mess you made with it. Now my table looks amazing again. Thank you very much.
There you go. Anyway. No, it just seems like I said, if you're in Star Wars or like
No, so you want
he
to
got the Obi-Wan Kenobi role. He did the 3 movies, and you're like, okay.
So you want to know about
10 years go by, they just call him up. Hey, we got a show for you. You know,
certain actors that won't
checks,
come back.
You know.
There's certain actors that won't come back. Will Wheaton was Paramount. His thing was he's got like anxiety disorders, and he wanted to go to college. And Paramount was like, fuck you. And Gates McFadden, who played Dr. Crusher, was supposed to be in The Hunt for Red October. And she plays the wife.
Right.
And they cut her out of the entire movie. And there's only one scene where, what's his name? Sean Connery looks at a photo of her.
Why they cut her out?
They don't like her. Don't know. They cut her and they cut all of her scenes out. She was a catalyst for why he does what he does.
There's got to be some story.
I'm sure, but they don't.
Well, what cat? Oh, what? Oh, for why the captain takes the sub or whatever.
Yeah, she's like the reason. Like she sparks the whole thing.
Right. He's like, I gotta get away from this bitch. This bitch is driving me nuts. Defect.
I was going to stay in Russia and be a Russian pilot.
How will I ever get away from this bitch? You got to defect, man.
I've got to get away from this woman. You fucking whore. I'm going to take my submarine crew and join the United States.
No,
and become a Scottish actor.
Right, exactly. In English secret agent somehow.
Yeah.
No, I said people always made fun of Crusher. Or not Crusher.
Wesley Crusher.
Will Wheaton. Yeah.
Well, he's famous for Stand By Me.
Nobody ever really liked him.
No, in Stand By Me, he was the main character.
Very popular, you know.
Yeah, he was.
I'm saying in Star Trek.
No, in Star Trek, no. He was an obnoxious character in Star Trek.
No, that's, I mean, like, no one ever really liked him. They always everyone always talked shit about him. So
Robot Chicken did an entire skit about it.
Right, exactly. That makes sense to me. Why they wouldn't want him, but like, I don't know about McFadden. I never heard any, crazy stories like that. She's difficult to work with, or or a diva on the set, No,
there was another actor who got canned, and he's from Voyager, and his name is Garrett Wang, and he plays Harry Kim, and he constantly spoke out about the writers doing a shitty job. So they just were like, fuck you, we're not going to have you.
So everybody's right you on out. Like,
well, no, they didn't. What they did was his character never gets promoted. His character starts off as an ensign and 7 years later ends as an ensign. So it's the running joke of all Star Trek. But he doesn't get invited anywhere. However, nobody else from the show except for Jerry Ryan, who played 7 of 9, comes back. So anyways.
Right, because you got to bring her back.
Yeah. She's, oh, my God.
Well, I'm just saying. That's half the reason a lot of people watch that show.
Well, yeah, but I mean, she
came see her tits and her tight cat suit, whatever.
Well, they both her and. But yeah, oh my God, that first season.
It's like I never really liked that show that much, really. To tell you the truth, I didn't get into it. I haven't really gotten into any of the Star Trek shows. I mean, except Next Generation, I liked. But after that, all the one with Scott Bakula, like I never really got into that one.
No,
I never really got into Voyager. I never really got into. I did like Deep Space Nine.
That's the best one.
No, as I'm saying, I did enjoy Deep Space Nine. But the rest of them, I never really got into. That's why I'm kind of ambivalent about these Star Wars shows. Like, okay, there's a lot of shows, but
that's
are they going to be any good? Who fucking knows?
That was
they got some show about a droid. you know,
But that was the big one you were asking earlier. That was actual Star Trek episode. Look at that. They just put it out there.
what? Let's see it.
It's not letting me. Yeah, they put it out there. That was Star Trek. That was just straight up Next Generation.
Bam! Look at that. See,
Yeah, right
that's what I'm
out
saying
there.
now. Look at them titties.
Is that an
They did,
apple
didn't they?
behind
He's like,
us,
okay, listen.
shaker?
Listen, we need you to not wear a bra. And
Balcha Bortorf says, "Is that an apple behind that guy on the right? You're that guy on the right."
I'm the guy on the right.
Yeah, that
I
is.
am, and I think it is an apple. Looks like it. No, it's a maracas. It's a Davy Jones.
Nobody knows what that is.
It's a maracas.
No, Davy Jones.
Oh, everybody knows who Davy Jones is. Davy Jones is the best maraca player to ever walk the face of the earth. Wrists of gold. I don't know. All I know is that all this quarantining and it's made everybody pretty fucking edgy. Everybody's all amped up. Things that were DEFCON 1 are now DEFCON 10. You know, like everyone's amped up. Everybody's going after each other on the fucking internet.
If you're in the comedy scene in
If you
Las
can say- if you
Vegas,
can say
it's
any little thing.
fucking middle school. The comedy scene of Las Vegas is full of children.
It's pretty.
Full of fucking children fighting over God knows what. I joked and said I would talk about it, but I don't even know what the fuck's going on except everyone
I don't either, really.
just bitching about nonsense. To be in the comedy scene out here is amazing. I prefer to do this. And then somebody said to me, "Hey, Rob, can you do 15 minutes?" And I'm like,
You know what though? At least you're smart enough to know. Some people don't understand this. The worst thing you can do as a comedian is to sign on to something that you're not ready to do.
Yeah.
It makes you look worse. And people do it all the time because they're just excited to get a chance. They get a break.
Right.
They're like, oh, well, can I do 15 minutes? Sure, I can.
And then you eat a dick 5 minutes in.
Right. And you're eating a dick the whole time. And then the people that booked you are like, wow, you never booked this guy.
And
again."
and then that spreads like wildfire and nobody wants to work with you.
Right. And we're like, oh man, this guy's not really that good. You know,
Well,
like,
and that's the thing. And the thing is, the guy who came to me
That's what
didn't
happens.
tell me about a venue or anything. So I just said, look, I've done 10 minutes and I've got 10 minutes of chuckles. I've got 3.5 minutes of solid laughs. I'll give you 5 minutes. I'll give you 10 minutes I can do. But and my bits have always been the same. I've always done Marcus Dietz. Marcus Dietz he's got material. The problem is he doesn't have staying power because he tanks himself every time. Marcus Dietz is the living meme of the guys riding the bicycle and puts the stick in the spokes. Every goddamn time he does that to himself. Hey, Rob, I want to tell you I fucking won LA Comedy Club, so now I don't have to talk to you because you're just an open micer. Then the next week he goes there, high, sweating from his pits profusely, just like, I don't have to do this anymore, guys, because I'm like the number one comedian. Like that one time I told a joke about the Toxic Avenger. He's my favorite Avenger. Like that one time I went to the gym, John.
That's a great joke, though.
That is a good joke, you see? And that's the thing.
But that's the thing. Marcus is like, if you want to talk about that's a prime example of a guy like he's good. He could be very good.
Yeah.
But he doesn't focus himself.
And he sabotages himself because when it does work well, he'll go, guys, I suck.
He overthinks it.
I suck so much. And I'm like, dude, your whole gimmick when I first met this one guy, and we've had him on here before, was that he hated himself. He was this fat, self-loathing, not even a nerd, like a spaz, and he just hates himself. And that was his gimmick, and he sold it, and it works, and people go crazy laughing. The problem is he really does hate himself to the point that if he does well, he doesn't think he deserves it. So the next week he just destroys himself.
He'll
get drunk and get high. Yeah.
It's like, this is a character, like a gag. Like, no.
Anybody else who says they hate themselves, the next week they get back to work and they get on the stage and they do, what, guys? I mean, I'm just gonna kill myself. Like, whoa! You're not joking.
Right.
This is not. So, and anyways, but we've got guys. We got a bunch of guys fighting right now.
I have no idea what it's about.
But
It's that's why I said it was like it's fucking comedy.
but stories of my
Why is everybody so serious?
why are you so serious?
And I always said the same things. Like I don't give a fuck what anybody says on the internet. Like it doesn't bother me.
Hey, look, man, I just want to tell jokes
I
and
go
talk
back and
about a
forth.
British woman and her beautiful titties from 1992.
I never saw that episode. What episode is that?
I don't remember the name of the episode. I just remember there was an episode where she gets drugged.
Remember she would be like Spock in that one episode where she just was like, somebody's gotta fuck me now.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna kill somebody.
It is the episode, season 6, episode 3, Man of the People.
Man of the People. All right, I'm gonna go home and watch that.
Damn it, Charlie, put this on. Quick. Get the dogs out of here. Fuck. Fucking ukulele.
Right.
Yeah, so she's in a that's the
Whoa,
episode, Man of
what's
the
that?
People. So the episode, I remember this now. The episode was that
It's the same one?
Yeah. There's a telepathic guy, and he is the number one diplomat. And the way he focuses on his diplomacy is he grabs a telepathic woman, or any woman, and he grabs her, makes her say an enchantment, say an incantation. She starts to rapidly age and wants to fuck like crazy. So that's the episode. She just wants to fuck like crazy. So
why are they fighting? Oh, yeah, it's kind of like that, Julia. I think, like I said, if you ask me, it's because the shutdown and the COVID, and we don't have mics, and nobody's doing anything, and everybody's at home in their tents, and everybody's turning their energy, like it's turning negative, and they're all just
They're being bitches.
projecting it back onto
They're being
themselves.
whiny
You know what I
little
mean?
Bitches. All of these comics out here, they played the game of couch roulette. Only a couple of them have actually done anything spectacular beyond Las Vegas. Some of them have toured. There's a few comics. I'll give you an example. Garrett Hall actually toured. He went around from when he started to within 2 years. He really became good, has a good set, has an audience. And he said, you know what? This isn't paying enough of my bills, and I don't want to do this. So I'm going to limit how much time I do it. And he made a decision, and he stuck with it. Other comics we know, they're good, but they don't have the funds to go around the country. Yeah, and tell me if I'm wrong, Bruce. And I'm not putting anyone's name out there, or they don't leave the area, and then they just turn on. They play the old couch roulette thing. This year's good, the next year is bad. And I'm at the lowest rung of all of this, but I know what I want to do is more voices and impersonations, maybe more acting. The comedy thing was me getting closer to that. I don't know what your thoughts are, Bruce.
What do you mean? What my thoughts are about what? About you?
Well, I'm
About me?
Well,
I'm a comedian.
You're a comedian. No, but I'm saying in the sense that I like this forum more. And I like doing.
Oh yeah, I'd said that before.
And I like doing impersonations.
This would be better for you. This is better suited. This is a better venue for
you can't get on a stage.
your ability.
You can't get on a stage and in 5 minutes do an Alex Jones without a setup. In other words, we're talking and it comes up into the point of a conversation. Like right now, Alex Jones is trying to rally everyone to push Trump in. And he said that Joe Biden is going to be out of the office one way or the other.
Right. One way or the other.
So if
Second Amendment,
but if I'm on the stage, I can't. It's hard to segue into it. But we're talking about now, so I'm going to go.
There's a way.
Let me tell you that.
Right.
The libs are going to try to push this guy down your throat. This George Soros elected piece of shit, and I am going to tell you right now. Let me tell you something, people. One way or the other. We're going to get rid of We're going to get rid of Joe Biden. We're going to teach the GOP a lesson. We're going to tell Mitch McConnell that we want Trump people. We want Trump cabinet picks. We want Trump family running the White House, running the heads of state.
What's going to happen when George Soros dies? What are they going to do?
We're gonna go after the Mark Cuban funded regime. Mark Cuban.
I'm just saying, they've been using Soros as a boogeyman for so long. And now he's like 95, that he's going to die at some
Warren
point.
Buffett. I'm going
Like-
to turn your lights out. Alex.
Well, what's going to happen when Soros is gone? Who's going to be
Mark Cuban.
the reason for all evil in the world today?
Remember the whacked out right, the far right. Their big thing is also Bill Gates. Gates.
No. That's why I said they've already been prepping
Gates.
to move Bill Gates into the thing. Dude, that's so fucking stupid.
Bill Gates is.
This is all that.
Let me tell you something, guys. Okay, now somebody told me this. He goes, brother, Rob, don't believe the hype. The vaccine, man, it's got nanobites in it, man. The Bill Gates is putting nanobites in there, man. He's part of the Rothschild family,
They're
man.
so cheap.
Look, dude, do not believe that. He's part of the Rothschilds. They've been running the bank for
$1.5
years,
million
brother.
injection for every person on the planet.
Now, Julie asked a good question. Julie asked, did you find that the political unrest has hindered comedians' ability to cater to a wider audience? I could tell you from my experience, I don't know about Bruce, and I'll ask Bruce in a second. My experience is the bulk of the comedians here, even like a Tyra Rivera who's gay but conservative, they're more liberal-minded, or they do this kind of comedy that's like alternative, like ironic comedy, like the kind of Marcus Dietz shit we talk about, where these people just really dry and then they don't even talk politics really. There's no one really who's politically oriented out here that I could think of.
Not a lot.
Not in Vegas.
I mention it tertiarily, but it's not like my whole act is.
No, I mean, you talk about it more here. Your act is more general than it is political.
No,
here you get political, but no, because here's the thing. Everybody here, if you go to an open mic or a paid mic, if it's a paid mic, you're going to get Vegas locals. If it's something like LA Comedy Club, you're going to get the tourists who are pretty much down for anything. And if it's an open mic, you're going to get other comedians and a couple of barflies. So it's the same echo chamber of audience. If you go to a rebar, you're going to get a bunch of hipsters.
Right.
If you go to Champagne's, you're going to get a grittier crowd because Champagne's is on Maryland Parkway.
But that was the thing that I liked about Vegas, was that you could go every night to a different mic, and the audience was kind of different. So, you were. I mean, it was the same comics there, but I'm saying the people that were there.
Right. The only place I think
was always kind of different. So you could test your material across a wide variety of different people and see if it worked.
Noreen's was the one that you were going to get more conservative people, if I want to say that. Noreen's, because it's a sports bar, and Dive Bar. The thing with Dive Bar, and that was last night. Dive Bar is drunk biker kind of guys, or at the same time. So if you go to Dive Bar, the back right corner of the Dive Bar is the drunk bikers. Your Trump loving, Klan loving, blah blah blah, and then you've got all of the edgy hipster college kids who just want to get fucked up, and that's Dive Bar. It's like a 50-50. But that's a Dive Bar cough.
The thing about it is, people don't get is nothing matters in comedy except what happens when you go up on stage. It's like, are you fucking funny when you're up there? If not, then what are you doing? You know what I mean?
But does it limit what material you choose to use? Like, if you have really great political jokes, you'd like to try it out. You're not hesitant. No, I wouldn't give a. I personally wouldn't give a fuck.
No,
I wouldn't care.
I do it anyway.
Bro, Rich says Bruce don't do Dive Bar.
I do.
He's been there.
I just go and do it.
I did it last week
to practice. I mean, really, especially now, there's nothing going on. So, like, anytime you can get on stage, you go and get on stage. But like all this stuff that's going on is all the stuff that is like, I don't want to be involved in this stuff. It's like,
there's a bunch of high school.
I just, it's like, if I have to, I just go there, sit in the corner and wait for my fucking turn. It's like, if that's what it's going to turn into, is a bunch of people fucking,
I don't know. The thing is, all these people live together and fuck each other. And
that's what I mean. It's too fucking intertwined.
It's a clique. Yeah. The Vegas comedy scene is a clique. And and I will say this, the people will let you in, but when you're in, they've all got the knife behind their back, just in case. So
Right.
that's the thing. It's
So
very
that's why
clicky.
I don't get. I'm here to do a job, and that's what I came here for.
You're building your career in
Yeah,
comedy. You're
and
building your chops.
that's all I care about.
New York, and by the way,
I
New York
care
and,
about me.
New York and LA, I'm sure have the same problems, but the New York and
No,
LA
I love
scene are
everybody,
expensive.
and I try to be friendly with everybody. I'm nice to everybody, but really, the truth is, like I said, that people don't really get is that comedy is an individual fucking sport.
Yeah,
And
you're going against yourself.
you're here to train to become the best comedian you can be, and that's it. All this other ancillary shit doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything, And people get caught up in all that shit, but it's like, dude, it doesn't mean anything. All that really matters is, like I said, what happens when you go on stage. Are you fucking funny? Are you not funny? If you're not funny, then why are we having this conversation? It's like you need to go home and learn how to be funny.
Well, it's not even that. Like I have jokes that have done that.
Not
I
you, I'm
I
saying
know, but
in
I
general.
got like a response from the thank you. We had a scene at Dive Bar where there was a drunken guy starting shit with the bouncer. So I said, don't mention
That
it.
happens all the time.
Well, no. So I said to Randall Thompson, said, don't mention it. Let me do it. And I opened up, and the guys, where I said, hey, I would love to thank Mayor Carolyn Goodwin for cleaning all of the bums off the street. Now we can just house them all right here at the Dive Bar because that's what everyone wants, to have all of the homeless people 10 blocks away from your kids going to higher education. That's great, your kid could just walk out of their dorm and have a panhandle.
Homeless guy
waiting
worked
for
there.
them.
Remember that guy slept in the fucking bar.
Batman. Yeah, there's a drunk guy who slept there for so long that they just hired him.
Motherfucker was on stage sleeping when I was doing set one night.
He woke up when I was doing the set.
He's on the stage, just laying there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snoring.
Yeah.
And then he wakes
It's like
up.
10 comics fucking doing sets and he's back there sleeping.
He's the porter now. He's the porter for Dive Bar, and he's just druggy.
He's actually straight now, I think. Or he's cleaned himself up some.
Yeah, but now he's gone from, now he's like super like protective of the place. Like me and I don't know, Harrison Dyer, one of us, we went to just see the control booth. And we just opened the door to look at the controls, and he come flying out of nowhere. What are you doing? Who told you to look at that? Like, weren't you on fucking methadone last week? Get the fuck out of here.
Now he's responsible all of a sudden.
Yeah, now you're a responsible adult with like,
Like, well, I'm glad that you're not sleeping on the stage anymore. But, you got a little ways to go before I'll take you seriously as a...
Are those the green corduroy shorts that are covered in your piss? Oh, how nice. Is that the Eddie chain that you used?
I'm just saying.
It's like, come on.
It doesn't matter. It's like what someone was getting mad at me because of the stuff I was saying online. And I'm thinking to myself, hey, man, I talk to my audience and you talk to yours. Why do you give a fuck what I'm saying? This is my people. They follow me for a reason. If they don't like what I'm doing, they can fucking unfollow me. That's fine, but I don't give a fuck about your opinion about it. If you don't like it, click the fucking unfollow or unfriend me, block me. I don't give a fuck. It's like, but like, don't try to control me what I'm doing.
But that's everything, though. I mean, that's life. That's everybody wants to have control. And the thing is, for me,
I don't like what you're saying. Like, I don't like a lot of stuff you're saying either, but I don't fucking go on your page and tell you to shut up.
Yeah, but think about it differently, Bruce. Think about it a different way. Let's say, for instance, all these trolls win. You go, okay, I'm going to curtail my content for you. Now the following week comes. Are they going to watch? No. Are they going to bring an audience? No. Are they going to participate? No. Are they going to buy
that's what I mean.
No, they don't. They just
like I've been selling me for the last 5 fucking years online, and I've gotten the following that I have from that. Then somebody doesn't like what I'm saying. Oh, I should change what I'm doing. Like, no, I'm talking to my audience. You talk to your audience. Your audience is not my audience. It's like that's how it works.
Yeah.
Comedy is an individual sport. So you can't tell me what I should be saying to my people. They're my people. They follow me for a reason. They like what I'm saying.
On a side note, Bruce, on a completely different subject, I think I've been pissing blood lately, and I'm really concerned about it.
Really?
Yeah.
You've been pissing blood?
Yeah.
You need to go to the doctor.
I went. They gave me antibiotics, and I felt good for like 3 days.
Like immediately.
And then like
That is not. I don't know if you know this, and I'm not a medical professional, but that's not good.
it's not like a stream of blood, but yeah. It's
Still.
pretty bad.
What do you think that comes from? What did the doctor say? You got a kidney stone?
I wonder. I think that might be.
Ooh, you know what that means.
They got to stick like a needle in your dick. And
No, you got to pass that bitch, and I heard it's one of the most painful things ever.
Yeah.
I've never.
Hurts to piss, yeah.
I've never. Fortunately, I've never had to do it. But everyone I've ever heard of says it's the worst thing ever.
And my sides hurt. My sides hurt.
Yeah, it's a kidney stone.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Yep. I bet you money.
Yeah, my sides hurt.
You're gonna have to pass that bitch. It means you gotta. Oh man.
yes, Ro. Razor in the urethra. Yes.
Did you ever watch Deadwood?
Oh my God.
Did you ever watch Deadwood?
No. He does that.
Swearing you had the stone. Yeah. And if Doc had this fucking metal thing, and he'd put down there, and he'd click. You could hear it click because he click it against the stone, and he's basically shoving this metal thing down his fucking dick, and he's like screaming, "Ah! Ah!" That's what's gonna happen to you.
Hold on. Talk about Deadwood.
Get ready. Right. Exactly.
Drink lots of water. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it feels like. If my sides hurt, and it happened after Thanksgiving.
Well, you're gonna. I said. You're gonna have to pass it eventually. It's gonna fucking hurt.
Is that normal for me? Drink cranberry juice.
I've heard.
Hold on. What's cranberry juice going to do?
Oh, they're supposed to drink cranberry juice for any kind of urinary problem. Ain't you ever seen The Departed?
Yeah, I've seen it.
When he's like, you drink cranberry juice, like, what do you got, your period? And then they fight, No, but
I have kidney stones.
Right. That's what I said, kidney stone. I've heard, like I said, fortunately, I've never had it or had to deal with it personally, but I've heard it's one of the most painful things ever for a man.
Hold on a second.
It's like a childbirth for a man, basically. Except you're birthing a fucking rock out of your fucking cockhole. And cockhole don't stretch like it's not made like a vagina to open up and allow these things to come out. Like, nope, you gotta force that bitch through the little tube.
I heard that there's a way to break them up in there.
Oh no! Cranberry juice is
you
good.
said it hurt.
See, urinary tract, doesn't it?
She says it hurt more than having babies. Jeez.
No, that's what I'm saying. They say it's very painful. But I never. I said, fortunately, I never had to deal with it. But I had a friend that used to get one. Like
they said, coffee causes it.
Like every few fucking.
I remember somewhere saying that coffee is not good for kidneys.
There's lots of. I don't know exactly how to get them, but
I do have insurance.
I'm surprised that I never got them again because I've never had like a good diet or I've drank soda. I was a drunk. Caffeine and kidney seed reduced by some and not all types of fluids that are taken to increase urine volume.
Oh,
caffeine, coffee, and tea have been recognized to not be good.
Yeah, so yeah, and I drink lots of coffee. I drink lots of coffee these days. That's what's fucking me over.
Maybe
it's the coffee.
Maybe
it's the coffee.
Maybe.
But my sides hurt. I got fucking.
You got the stone in there. You ever seen them? It's like a little rock. And I said, it's going to come right out. Comes out of the fucking.
Another.
See? A little rock in there. See that? And look, it's all jagged and shit. That's what I said. Like,
oh, God.
It's like. It's not like a nice piece of pea gravel that's all smooth and shit. Like, nope. It's all fucking, I said, jaggedy, and it's going to be painful as fuck when you. It's going to be bad. I don't mean to scare you or anything, but it's not going to be pleasant.
It's like a razor blade rock. Oh my
Yes.
god. It's
Yes.
the coffee. It's the coffee. It's the coffee. I've been drinking
Ugh.
coffee a lot.
I'm so glad that I never had to deal with that. I mean, not to say I never will, but
Oh my god, I'm gonna be pissing.
it seems like if I would have gonna get him, I would have got him because I said that for a long time I had a terrible diet. I drank soda.
I don't drink soda anymore.
I used to drink fucking so much soda. That's why I was fat. And then, dude, I only drink like 1 soda a day now, maybe. Well, no, 2, because I'll drink a
How's
Mountain
that
Dew when I go to
fucking
work.
fair? He drinks Dr. Dynamite. He can't even. He drinks fucking ghetto Dr. Pepper.
It's $3 for a 12-pack. What do you mean? I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, I could afford to buy the regular soda. I don't know why I don't, because I'm always just like, well, this is only $3, and it's not terrible. So, plus, if I get the good one, I will drink more. You know what I mean? Not that that's not good. It's okay, but it's not so delicious that you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna drink 6 of these today. You know, like I drink 1.
Let me read the ingredients: carbonated water,
Yeah.
high fructose corn syrup,
Of course, all sodas fructose,
caramel
corn syrup.
color, phosphoric acid,
Oh, yeah.
natural and artificial flavors,
Mhm.
sodium benzoate for preservative,
Mhm.
and caffeine.
Right? Yeah, I don't want to take that vaccine because I don't want to. I'm careful what I put in my body.
Fucking morons who tell me that shit. I know.
Listen, here's the deal, and I'll say it again. I'm not taking it because I'm afraid to put something in my body. I'm not taking it because I think there's nanobots in it. I'm not taking it because I think they're going to microchip me and track me. I'm not taking it right now because I don't believe there's any fucking way that they could know all the possible side effects. And therefore,
you gotta wait.
I'm
Wait
going
it
to
out.
seize. I told you I might not take it for 6 months. I'm going to let other people take it, and I'm going to watch what happens.
Mhm.
In 6 months, if people ain't falling over and getting all kinds of weird shit, then I might take it.
That's the right answer.
But I'm going to wait. I'm going to watch what happens.
That is the right answer.
Because I said, there's no fucking way they can tell you with a straight face
But
that they know
if-
all the possible side effects that could happen to you in this rushed up trial is that they fucking did.
if the vaccine will break up the kidney stones that I have and make it so I don't have to piss jagged razor blades.
Right.
That's what it felt like. Oh my god.
Well, you didn't even do it yet.
No, but it
It's already hurting.
It feels like a clog.
No, that's what I'm saying. That means that eventually that thing's working its way out. When it gets down farther, it'll feel like a clog. And then, like I said, I don't know. I've never done it, but apparently you got to just keep drinking, pissing, and it keeps pushing it. And then eventually it'll get to your cock. And then that's when it's really painful, when you got to fucking get it out of there. You got to piss a rock through your little dick hole. That's what I'm saying. Like, basically, that's what happens. It's fucking awful. Like,
I thought maybe you could just like rub one out, and then just nut it
oh,
out.
yeah. You just like squeeze it out like toothpaste. I don't think it's that easy. I don't think so. I don't know. Again, you have all these problems with like a 70-year-old man.
Well, I drink a lot of coffee now. I drink coffee all the time. And then after I drink coffee is when I feel horrible. Now I can correlate it. It's when I was drinking tons of coffee that this happened.
Right. Well, you didn't always drink a lot of coffee?
No, it's only in the last couple of years.
Oh, well, yeah.
The last couple of years I've been guzzling coffee.
Probably, yeah. See, that's another thing. See, I should have got the kidney stone. Dude, when I used to work, when I was a produce manager, I had to be at work at like 4 a.m. So I had to get up at 3 a.m, and I'd make my dad gave me this thing, was a coffee maker that came with this mug. So basically you just turn the thing on and it would fill this mug, a travel mug. And I would drink that coffee, and then they had coffee at work all day. I'd just keep filling that mug. I'd be drinking
green tea.
Coffee.
Green tea is okay. Green tea extract bonds to calcium oxalate and makes the resulting crystals a different shape, which makes them less likely to clump together and form large kidney stones. Green tea. No more coffee for me. Green tea.
Yeah, but green tea sucks.
Green tea.
Green tea's not good.
Green tea.
Not good though.
No, it's okay.
I don't like it.
Green tea.
I've always been a fond of the red.
Green tea equals no
Black
blood for
tea.
my pee.
Black tea, the
Green tea.
English breakfast, whatever.
Tea, I'll agree.
I don't like green tea. I don't like chai.
Green tea. Green tea means no blood in my pee. Green tea.
Yeah, but if you already have the blood, then you already have a problem. That's the thing. It's like it's not like you could just switch to green tea and it's just gonna go away.
Green tea.
Like if you already have the stone, it's already in there. So you got to flush it out.
Well, no, it'll just it'll erode. It'll erode. And it'll come out.
It
Like,
already rode.
it'll come out like a gem.
Hopefully, they're staying there. The erosion will take place. Like, you know how long erosion takes? Yes, well.
But if anything, I'll polish it up and sell it as an opal.
Put it on a ring, give it to some chick.
Yeah. That's a rare gemstone.
Here's a part of me. Might not be the part that you wanted, but
No, hold on. Let's see. Agate. What color is agate? Let me see. Yellow gemstone. Let me find one that's yellow.
yellow.
Citrine. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that
Not
sounds
really yellow though.
Citrine sounds
No,
appropriate.
I'm saying the kidney stone is not really yellow. It just looks like a rock. I've seen. I mean, look at those. They look like rocks.
Jesus Christ! It just looks like.
Look at how rigid it is. Ridged it is. No, that's what I'm saying. It's just like it's all sharp and.
Oh my God!
It couldn't be just like I said, like a smooth piece of pea gravel or something. Nope, it's all jagged and like.
God damn it!
Pissing out broken glass, like. I've heard it was horrible. I said I've been lucky to never have to go through it, but I've heard it was terrible. I don't know. The worst thing I ever had was a cyst. It's the worst health problem I ever had was a cyst on my back. It's called a pilonidal cyst.
Yeah, hold on a second.
And then
I'll be back.
It got infected. And had blood poisoning. So I had to go to the doctor. This is fucked. I woke up, right? I'd had it for a while, but I didn't know what it was. And it would bleed a little bit. And I'm like, oh, there's something bleeding on my back. I thought it was ingrown hair, maybe. It was like, oh, I got ingrown hair or whatever. It'll go away, eventually. But it never really went away. It just kind of was there and bothered me. But then one morning I wake up and I got a fever and I'm sweating and shit. And my girlfriend's like, what the hell is wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't know. And then my back hurt like a motherfucker. I'm like, my back hurts. And I rolled over. And she just looked at it for 1 second and was like, you got to go to the hospital. I was like, what? It's like, oh, yeah, it was all fucking
lots of water.
Swelled up with blood and pus in it. And
we've dropped down to 2 viewers.
She dropped me to we already had that. So she took me to the doctor. The what do they call it? Urgent care. No, this is the fucked up part. So I go in there and they go, oh, you got blood poison. From this cyst, we gotta get this cyst, we gotta cut it out. So you have to be scheduled for surgery. But right now, we gotta get this shit out of you. Or else,
Out of what?
Out of my body.
What part of your body?
It's down like in the lower part of my back.
Okay.
It was all swelled up. It was
okay.
blood and pus and shit.
Oh.
It was infected. I had blood poisoning. So like, you got blood poisoning. We gotta get this shit out of you. So they just throw me down on this cot, and this guy just takes an X-Acto knife and fucking slices my back.
Yeah, scalpel.
And then he's like grabbing me and squeezing. Dude, it hurt so bad. I was screaming. dude.
An X-Acto knife.
Yeah, I swear to God.
A
He
scalpel.
just took a fucking, well, it looked like an X-Acto knife to me.
Box cutter.
No, it looked like an X-Acto knife. It was, I mean, I'm sure it was a scalpel, but I'm saying it looked like it was just a round thing with a fucking blade on the end.
Those.
Yes. And so he slices me and then starts squeezing it.
Oh.
And I'm screaming, ah, fucking.
Oh, God.
So they're like, go home and then come back in the morning and have the surgery and cut it out.
Oh, God.
So I go back home and I pass out, whatever. And I called my work, so I can't come to work. I got to go to surgery tomorrow. So I got to be off work for at least a week, maybe 2.
Mm.
So then I had to go back. That was the only time I really got a surgery either. Go back and they give you the fucking thing and they're like, count backwards from 100. You're like, 100, 90. All I remember is that. It's like 100, 99, 90. It's out. And I woke up and they were wheeling me out in a wheelchair. And then like I'm all fucked up. Like you can't drive or anything because the anesthesia fuck you up. And then I just went home and laid on the couch for a week. But that's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Thank the Lord. Beyond like breaking my arm when I was a kid. Once I broke my arm.
Shattered my hand, shattered my elbow.
And I never had any like kidney stones or any fucking weird shit like that. I just been lucky.
Left inner ear infection that caused me to almost die.
I did get conjunctivitis once in my eye, and it felt like someone was stabbing me in the brain with ice pick.
Well, it is almost 10:30. We've been on a little over an hour. I'll be honest. The thought of this kidney stone idea now is. Wait a minute. Hold on now. Wait a minute.
You got to get it taken care of.
Wait a minute. Julia likes being put under
She
anesthesia.
loves anesthesia.
Wait a minute. Now. Just hold on. I was ready to just say I'm tired and I'm going to pass. Like
I don't understand. No. What's pleasurable about it? Like you're unconscious. It's like heroin addicts. When you ever see heroin addicts and they're like.
So what you're telling me, Julia, is.
No, and they're just doing this shit all the time.
So what you're telling me, Julia, is that
you're like, how is this fun? How is that fun?
Is that you want somebody knocking you out, and then maybe you wake up and things are out of position. Maybe something's a little loose, a little wet, a little damp, a little moist, a little runny going on.
No, but explain to me how. Like, I don't understand. You're out. You're asleep.
Yeah, what do you get out of this?
Like, yeah, like what do you mean you love it? I love being put out by anesthesia. Like what?
The best sleep you've ever had in your life. All right.
Oh, it is good sleep. That's for sure.
All right, Julia, while we're
because you're one step from death. I mean, really? You know how many people die from anesthesia fuck ups? Lots. That's how Joan Rivers died. She didn't die from being old or whatever. She went in to get a facelift and they fucked her.
Throat surgery.
They gave her the anesthesia or whatever and they
fucked her up. Well, there was one where a woman was getting her eye taken out, surgically removed, and she woke up while the surgery was going on. So she's awake and they're scalpeling out her eye, scooping out her eye.
Oh my God.
And she's awake. She wakes up and they're yanking her eye.
Feel it?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
I don't sleep well, so being put under is heavenly.
Okay. No, I can see that.
All right. So if you wake up and there's a little cream pie action going on, just wake up there and it's just like,
and again, like,
what happened? Did you just get the best night's sleep you ever had? My name is Mike Lindell, and I just gave you the best night's sleep.
My pillow.
Did you want the best? And you're gonna have the crucifix out.
Can I tell you about the policies of President Trump?
Let me tell you that President Trump is going to do the best that he could do to give you the best night's sleep possible. And when President Trump puts you out and I put you out, you will wake up feeling more relaxed than you ever have. And then there'll be Julia. Under the Mike Lindell My Pillow system, I woke up feeling warm and creamy. And she goes macaroni noises. Yep.
The guy was a fucking crackhead. That's what's hilarious. That's the most hilarious thing.
Macaroni. I love the phrase macaroni noises. It's my favorite
Like, how'd you
phrase.
come up with this pillow? Thousands of hours working out in the garage.
Thousands of hours with my test subject Julia.
Not a lot of
in the
sleep
garage.
going on out there. It was just, smoking crack and making pillows,
And with my custom patented Phil. I love he calls his Phil.
Right.
With my custom patented Phil, Julia was impregnated 5 times.
Phil. Right.
Phil.
My partner, Phil.
And with my patented Phil, and you gotta make him like Jesse Ventura, but just like 1 pitch higher than Jesse Ventura. Because
Crazy.
Jesse Ventura would go like this, man. I'm the governor of Minnesota, but you know what? In my home state of Minnesota, where I make the My Pillow. Oh, don't let Bill Cosby in the room. Well, what we got here is the My Pillow, and we got the Mike Lindell, and he's gonna make the pudding pop sounds in the pussy with the My Pillow, and then we're going to have some fun and put it on the Kodak
There's another
film.
Fucking guy.
Well. He was going to have another sitcom. I can't believe he was like 90. They were going to give him a sitcom.
Of course. They would ride him until he's dead. If they didn't fucking, if he didn't fuck himself up. That's what I'm saying. This country is fucked, man.
I'm going to just keep drinking water until I piss tinier razor.
You know what's funny is it's not funny at all, but if you think about it, really.
Pissing razor blades is not funny.
No, but I'm saying, do you really think for 1 second that no one knew that he was doing all this shit? All the people that are involved in show business, all the people that are his managers.
I'll answer that question.
People he worked for in the fucking in the networks and shit. Like, you really, really, really think
5 words.
that no one knew?
Bruce, 5 words.
What? Bill Cosby was doing what?
Bruce, 5 words. Grab him by the pussy.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
They heard it,
and
they've. Now, with Bill Cosby, though, Bill Cosby was so squeaky clean to that point that who would believe you? And I guarantee there was probably some handler. No, but I'm saying there was
people
probably
behind the scenes. They fucking
no.
knew.
I don't think so. I think what happened was, I don't think it was one of those Hollywood secrets like it was with Harvey Weinstein. I don't think it was. I think some woman woke up, cleaned her off. Bill Cosby leaves. Guy comes in there and goes, "Look, I'd like to thank you for having a nice little table read with Mr. Cosby. Here's some money for your troubles. Have a nice day." And
that's my point. That guy, he's paying the money. He knows what he's paying.
Right, of course.
But that's my point. They fucking knew.
I don't think there was enough interaction.
Trying to keep it a secret. They're like, oh, well, just keep it a secret. Like, instead of doing something about it, they just try to sweep it under the rug.
Who do you think is going to come out next? Or you think the Me Too is done? In other words, you think like all the famous people have been Me Too'd to death? Like you got Matt Lauer, Charlie Rose.
Seems to me like, I was going to say a lot of the old guard people like that are gone. And then everyone now
tried to do it to James Franco.
Everyone now is so wary.
They tried to get Aziz Ansari. Didn't they try to do him? And then it turned out he did.
Aziz.
But then they turned out it was just a jaded date. It was a date that was.
Well, that's again. It's a he said, she said thing. No one will ever know what really happened. That's the point about any of that stuff. Is no one really knows what really happens except the people that are involved. And you don't know if people are lying or they're not lying. You just don't know. Well, now with Cosby, like with Aziz, there was one chick that said,
and what about James Franco?
Something weird. You know what I'm saying? And you go, oh, well, there's one chick. With Cosby, it was like 80 chicks. You're like, dude, there can't be this many chicks.
Well, Julia wonders if there were any participants while his victims were unconscious. It would have to be. But there would have to be somebody.
Well, that's the point is,
I want to know who.
There's some people that'll say that these people are jaded people, that they fucked them, they knew what they were doing, and then later they just want to change their story. It's like, okay, I can buy into
to a
that
degree.
If it's 1 or 2, maybe even
but
5,
not 80.
4 or 5. 80 chicks? Like, yeah. When there's 80 chicks, there's a fucking something going on here. But like I said, with Aziz or somebody like that is one person. One person said, oh, this is weird.
Hey, wait a minute. I just saw something.
What?
There has to be some bastard Cosby kids running around. He had to slip
would-
up
you
at
would
one
think
point.
that,
You would.
yeah.
There would have to
You
be.
would definitely think.
There has to be. I could be fucking Bill Cosby's kid. Wouldn't that be dope? Like I'd sue. I'd immediately sue. I'd be like, look.
No, because if they're not legitimate, then they don't have any access to his money or
No, I'd
anything.
be like, excuse me, my name is Robert Cosby.
What you look for is these people come out of the woodwork later trying to get a hold of his
When
money.
he's dead.
We're trying to get a hold of his money, you know, and be like, well, because nowadays with DNA, you could prove it.
See,
You could easily prove that he was your father, you know,
Yeah.
with DNA. So you could easily come out and be like, hey, Bill Cosby's my father, and I want some of that fucking money, and they fucking prove it with DNA, and then you would have a legitimate claim.
You know who
to
I
some
wish
of his-
was my biological father? Billy D. Williams. Because how cool would that be to have Billy
You
D.
sit on the
Williams?
porch, you drink Colt 45, and
Hey there, man. So you're supposed to be my son. Let me tell you how to smack a bitch up the old-fashioned way. Keep that bitch in check. I used to slap that Carrie Fisher around.
they
I
brought
s-
the Lando back there for a minute,
That's right. You want to see me fly the Millennium Falcon? Oh, you know you do.
right?
And I'll drink a
They're
Coke
supposed to be
45.
making a show. That's in one of their Star Wars shows called
So
Lando. They didn't say if they're getting Donald Glover or not.
Oh,
So who's playing Lando in the Lando show? They didn't say. It was like if they could get Glover to play him again, probably.
He did a good job. He did.
Work. He was good in that movie.
I didn't think I was going to like that movie, and then I saw it on TNT.
It was all right.
It was good.
It was all right.
Now, I have been playing.
It's better. I would say that.
Oh,
The-
Robert D. Williams. That's right.
the
Julia,
hand-
Robert D. Williams.
The Han Solo movie and the Rogue One movie
Excellent.
are better than the 3 fucking trilogy movies. I will say that. Those trilogy
Yes.
movies, again, pieces of shit, really.
Garbage.
Not good. I mean, I don't understand how they
9 was okay. The last one was okay.
how they fuck this. What the one? Ultimate power. No, it's not.
No, the last one was okay because it followed the basic recipe.
It's like you said. They just bring the fucking emperor back. They just went. And he's been in the closet all this time. You know.
No, I didn't like that he was in.
too fucking.
I didn't like that he was here. I want to say this. So, if the emperor is alive and well, and you find out that he's been a demon, ghost, whatever the fuck, you don't want to tease it in the fucking trailer and just bury the lead. The lead was, oh yeah, the emperor. Well, wait a minute.
They did the emperor just like they did the first guy I was talking about. We're like, oh, here's the new guy. He's the leader. Where did he come from? There's no story. He's just there. Snoke, whatever.
Snooky.
And then at the end, they're like, oh, I made him. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Here's my puppet. You know, like, it's like what?
Excuse me. Can we get Mr. Andy Serkis? Andy Serkis.
I'm just saying, like, no one of these writing meetings were like, what the
No.
fuck is going on with it? Is that who Snoke was? Andy Serkis? All right. Yeah. They're like, anytime they need a role, they're like, we just need a guy who stand in the green screen and we can digital it all up. Them. Call Serkis.
Do I do the precious or I do the precious?
They let him in to the Marvel movies only, so like that's the only movies he's ever been in that you can actually see him.
Yeah. What I'll say about this, the for sci-fi people, the ultimate sci-fi movie, the best written one is The Wrath of Khan, and Ricardo Montalban is an actor. All right, by the way, I want you to really
Right,
understand.
it's like Shakespearean.
Right
acting,
right now.
Buried,
But I want you to understand.
buried alive.
There was this one question, like all of my friends for years, there was this theory that Ricardo Montalban was wearing a prosthetic chest and muscles.
People always said that, but it's like
He's real.
Right.
He worked out.
Yeah.
He bulked up for the
Yeah.
scene. He acted.
No, he was
had
always in good
feeling.
shape, though.
He was a good fucking villain.
but he was always in good shape. He was never like not in good shape, Ricardo Montalban. That was part of his gig.
And the lines that
He's
he
like
delivered.
a sex symbol, you know.
Yes,
Like, you
and
can't be
the
a sex
lines
symbol.
he
and not-
delivered. Khan. Admiral Kirk. I see you remember me. I must say I'm touched. I remember you.
Right.
Khan, what is the meaning of this? Oh, I thought I made my meaning clear. I wish to avenge myself upon you.
Right. That's what I said.
Oh,
Just say it's
God,
like- it's
you
like-
get
it's like Shake-
chills.
It's I said.
There's nothing like
it's like
that.
Shakespearean acting
in
going
Star
on.
Wars.
No.
You told us the Emperor was coming out of the fucking gate. Why would you do that?
Well, there's that, and there's also like I don't like all the fucking, again, they got to put all this cheesy shit in for kids. You know, it's like, dude, people who like Star Wars that grew up, we were kids when it came out. Like, we're grown-ups now. Please adult it up for us.
Let me.
You can make shit for kids. That's fine.
Let
But
me
we
paint a
want our own
picture.
shit.
Fucking Luke Skywalker is a good guy. Luke Skywalker is a good guy. Third movie comes around. Luke Skywalker is dressed in all black. He goes into the fucking Jabba the Hutt's palace and starts force choking people and killing them.
Right.
The whole episode 6, he's killing people. He sees his dad and the Emperor goes, good. Strike him down and take your place at my side.
Right.
And he looks at his hand and is like, holy fuck, I'm evil. I gotta stop this shit. Right. But there was a progression. In the other Star Wars movie, the chick gets angry, uses Force lightning, blows up a shuttle, and starts crying.
No, but the point, that's what I'm saying is they rushed through all that. They rushed through all the stuff. The new trilogy, it feels like just rushed and like sloppily written.
No.
And like,
this
it's
is what
not
they
any
did.
good. That's
this
what I'm
is
saying.
what they did. This is exactly what they did, Bruce. J.J. Abrams was heavily involved in 7, and 7 was episode 4 all over again. They had a Death Star machine.
Right.
And it was a safe episode. It was a B episode, not B minus, not a B episode. You knew what was going to happen from start to finish. You knew everything that was going to happen.
I know, but that's fucking bad.
It was a B episode. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was
no, but
mediocre.
I'm saying it's bad to know what's going to happen. When the movie's so predictable, it's fucking shit.
Fine. Next, you have the second movie. The second movie is a fucking dumpster fire. Laura Dern is a decent actress, and she looks like an imbecile. She's a military officer. She comes on a starship with a cocktail dress on and purple hair.
I mean, all of that whole thing, and then her flying through the space and shit. It's fucking stupid.
Like Mary Poppins.
It's dumb.
Then they spend half the movie in a casino. I don't know why they're in a casino for so fucking much. And then there's something to do. There's some sort of analogy to racism and slavery and oppression, but it had nothing to do with the actual background story.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Nothing to do with the story.
It's a bunch of bullshit that is stuck.
And then my favorite, which made no goddamn sense, made no fucking sense, was they get in little TIE fighters and they blow up the bridge of the main ship. And then the guys in the bigger ships go, we can't outrun this ship because we're slower than the ship, even though we just blew up the main bridge of the ship. Wait a minute. And we destroyed all of their X-Wings in one volley. They have no way of defending themselves, but we cannot catch up to them. And it's literally like Austin Powers. Hey, Dad, I've got a gun. Why don't we just go down there and shoot him? We'll do it like a father and son thing. We'll do it together. That was literally Star Wars 8. We could kill them all right now, but we're going to drag this out. And then what was the
You're always dragging it.
And then they go like this. Well, they're running out of fuel. Wait a minute. So you're trying to tell me that the people you're trying to kill are on the fucking Titanic,
but it's just
and they have no goddamn diesel engine
But it's
left.
just like when they capture Bond or Batman or something. They're like, they don't kill him.
Oh, my God.
And they're like, oh, well, for some reason, I got to leave him alive. You know, like.
and then the
There's
best.
totally no way he'll escape and come back. You know, like.
And you know who hates that movie?
What?
Mark Hamill hates that movie. Mark
movie?
Hamill said this. He goes, look.
Which one?
Luke Skywalker.
Force Awakens or whatever?
Yeah, The Last Jedi. Luke Skywalker is a positive, uplifting guy who always tries to find the good in people. And here he is being all negative and talking down.
I can't train her. She doesn't know anything.
No, I failed.
Right.
I failed, Ben. How can I train anyone?
Right.
I'm going to sit on this island and drink green titty milk from a beast. That's all and it was terrible. And he said it was terrible. And he went around to every Comic-Con and every interview and he said it was bad. And that's saying something. And then there was the third movie. In the third movie, I liked elements of it. They Carrie Fisher died, so they kill her character off mid-movie and they do it tastefully. She uses the Force and she dies. She expends all of her force. fine with that. I have no problem with that. Lando Calrissian grabs a fleet of people. I have no problem. No, I know you gotta go in a second. I got no problem with that. The Emperor uses his Force lightning to destroy a fleet of ships. I've got no problem with that because he would do that. He sucks the energy out of them and grows fingers. I've got no problem with that. What I did have a problem with is it was when they start transporting objects across the entire galaxy using the Force. And the reason why they did is because the director of the last movie just needed it as a plot device. So now they can just go and pull something out of space, out of thin air. And I'm like,
no, that's what I was saying. There was a lot of fucking things
it was bad
in the movies where you're like, these writers are lazy. Like they're not even trying to fucking
wrap it up.
Things right. They're like,
wrap it up.
We're getting way over budget here. We gotta
wrap it up. It's over. She wins.
The Disney guy's breathing down my neck. You know, we got to get this fucking in the can, you know.
And what is the last scene? The last scene is literally this. I am every Sith. I am every Jedi. And it was horribly worded. Horribly. It was lazy.
Every Sith.
I'm every Sith. That was it. I'm
every Jedi too.
The Force Awakens inside of me. I'm every Sith.
Right.
And then
it's all in you.
And then think of it.
And I'm every Jedi too. It's so fucking bad. It's like,
you know,
guy at work is a huge Star Wars fan, and he keeps going, well, the new movies weren't so bad. They're okay.
It was like written for like lifetime television.
To hear people like have to fall on themselves to try to convince you that it wasn't terrible.
They
you know,
really
it's like,
tried.
It's like, yeah, it's like, come on, man. They're shitting all over the fucking, you know.
They really tried to do
That's
something.
why when Mandalorian comes out and you go, well, this is the best thing that they fucking done since Empire Strikes Back. And the fact that you haven't watched it yet, I find that incredible. Dude, it's a great show. I should say, I should put a caveat that I didn't pay for it. I got it on my Verizon for free. So I do have Disney Plus, but I got it for free. Come with my phone. So when I upgraded my plan, I got all kinds of free shit. I got Disney Plus for free. Got Apple Music for free. It was like, you know what? It cost me like $5 more a month. Went from 20 gigs to 30, you know. Yeah, that piece of shit. Anyway, I gotta go because I gotta go to work. So we love y'all. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you being here each and every week. If you like the show, tell your friends. Watch on YouTube, please, so we can get paid.
We will see you next week. And next week will be our Christmas show. So
same time,
same place.
Good night.
Yes, I've seen The Empire Strikes Back. I've not seen The Mandalorian. But we'll see that next week and I'll talk about it. Anyways, have a good night, everybody. Goodbye.